Yes, he does.
Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, you are over the target. You are authorized to fire at will.
And for the pledge, I just wanted to make a note that it came to my attention after our November 1st meeting that I didn't notice some people that were unmasked in the crowd. I apologize for that. It's not just my job, it's all of the employees' job. So if we see it, bring it to my attention. We still do have a mask mandate on, so I would ask you that you please put your mask on or a shield. Mr. Johnson, are you here tonight? Okay, you've got some masks for people, for shields, whichever. It wasn't intentional, but it still is a mandate if we like it or not. I'm not a real fan of it, but it's one that we go by our school district, like at the play we had last week too. If you don't, we'd ask that you would leave the meeting. Our principals or employees will go ahead and give you an opportunity to wear them. If you've got a signed doctor's notice, that would be, we would take that also, because there are some people that's the situation.
With all due respect, sir, is it your official duty to enforce the wearing of a medical device? And if so, do you have a document that proves that delegated authority to you?
It's just a mandate that we have going, so we would need something from a doctor. I would say that's the best that I've been told.
So
I'm
you
not a
don't have a
medical
document delegating that
professional
authority
myself.
to you?
Okay, thank you. We'll go ahead and wait one more time. If you don't mask, we'd ask you to please leave the meeting. Or do we have another meeting room set up at all, Ashley? Is there any overflow going tonight? Okay. We could potentially do that, but again, it is in all of the properties here at the school.
So again, sir, respectfully, what statute can you cite that allows you authority over members of the public?
This is a board meeting, a school board meeting held within the public, not a public meeting. There is a difference, not much, but there is a difference. So that's the reason that we have that mandate. Kind of like, again, at our play last weekend, people were asked to wear their masks and they did.
So what is
So
the
that was all.
statute that grants you that authority, sir?
Sign up for the open forum.
That you are in, that you're in the building.
That's not a statute that grants you that authority.
I would ask you to please leave a second time. Now, if you don't, we do have an option to no trespass you on the school grounds.
So are you denying the public, members of the public, their right to peaceably assemble and petition their government for redress of grievances?
Adam, it's becoming a bit disruptive.
Ouch.
I don't understand why this is
We'd like to get this
tonight
meeting.
when it isn't enforced in other buildings, in other
Jill,
venues.
I appreciate it. It is enforced at the building level as far as I know.
I would respectfully ask again that you guys cite the statute that gives you the authority to force members of the public to wear a mask.
And again, I respectfully, the last time I'll mention, I'm not getting into discussion, please wear your mask or leave. It is a mandate in this building on the school property. That's all I have to say.
So you can't cite the statute that gives you that authority, sir.
Anybody else, would you like a shield or a mask? Or please leave if you don't have one.
If you can cite the statute that gives you the
I'm not
authority-
fighting the statute.
Okay, well then I'm not going to wear a mask, sir.
Adam? Chris, do you have any?
Can you explain the inconsistency with what's happening tonight?
We would like to get
Other
started,
meetings
Jill.
in the building? Excuse me?
I don't know what's going on in the buildings. I've been told it's being enforced in the buildings. If it isn't, I'm not in the buildings on a day-to-day to see where it isn't.
I'm aware of some instances where it hasn't been, so I'm very uncomfortable with this situation tonight.
I feel bad about the situation too, but it's a mandate. That's the only thing. Most everybody here is able to see the door and they know what's going on. Even if they say they're not gonna wear them, they know the mandate's in place.
There is currently no governor's mandate demanding that members of the public.
There is a
wear-
mandate in the school district.
What is the statute, the Minnesota state statute that gives you that authority, sir?
David, is this something the board can
Okay,
discuss
you're,
in a meeting about how we want to
What's
enforce
that?
this?
we do have a business meeting we need to get completed, and we would appreciate it if you would follow the mandates and place a mask on or a shield. We have both.
And sir,
Or leave. No, I'm not getting a discussion. This is the last time I'll ask. And then, Chris, you got the no trespass? Okay, thank you.
if you can provide
Offer
the
him one more
Minnesota state
time.
statute that gives you that authority, I will comply with you.
All right, Chris, let's go ahead. Adam, you disrupted. We need to get our business meeting completed tonight.
You just want to step out the hallway
And
when
is
you
this a
talk.
procedure that's gonna be happening in every building and every room from now on?
We're just wanting to have our business meeting tonight, Joe. Thank you.
I mean, if this really is a safety issue, then we should be enforcing it like this everywhere.
Yeah, point of order. Thank you very much.
The meeting's
That
not in
means-
session, is it? The meeting
So I'm
hasn't
officially
started.
being
There's no
trespassed
point
and I'll be
of
written a
order.
ticket.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Yeah, I don't have to give you my name.
Yes, you do. You're a
Do you
public
have
servant.
a
What's your
document
name?
proving that you have that authority?
Adam, it's getting disorderly. Come in the hallway, please.
Always being on the road.
There is no order here.
They verbally trespassing, okay? So you can't come back with peaceful property for a year, okay?
Okay,
Do you have an ID with you or anything like that?
I do.
Just so I have record of it, that's the only thing. it's-
Doesn't he have to have this written out?
They can orally trespass,
I'm
But
not.
they weren't able to cite the authority that they have over us.
but they have the right to trespass anybody for school property. Okay?
So they're denying me my First Amendment right to petition my government for redress of grievances. And you're allowing that as an officer.
I'm not
Taking an
allowing
oath.
anything, I'm just telling you they're trespassing you from school property. Okay? I'm not enforcing it, I'm just telling you they're trespassing from school property.
Okay, so,
Is it a written trespass?
It's orally right now.
yep.
Right. So he has, for that to be effect statutorily, it has to be written out for him.
I can write him one if he wants one.
For it to be valid, it has to be written out.
Yeah, that's why I would need an ID.
All right, if you're gonna write me a trespass, then yes.
The school will trespass you under that. It won't be enforced, but I mean, the school will trespass you out there. They're gonna sign it and trespass you from the property.
All right.
They offer masks to everyone, and I don't walk around with shields. Let everyone else have their. You have my documentation.
Are you allowed by law to ask for that?
It's our mandate that we will.
No, it's a policy. It's not a mandate. And are you allowed by law to ask somebody for medical information?
Hey, good to see you. How you
Thanks
doing?
for trying.
Thanks for your service. Thanks. We'll get you next month.
I think people need to grow up, actually. It would have meant a lot to us.
You need to stop living in fear.
I don't live in fear.
You
I
are
work
in fear.
healthcare. I'm a nurse practitioner,
So-
and this is embarrassing.
I agree it is. It's embarrassing that you're following a fear
Grow up.
compliance.
We were celebrating the military family tonight. For our military family. We're a military family.
Are you allowed by law to ask for documentation? To see medical information?
I can address that. What we are asking is simply a recommendation from their provider. We're not asking for any medical information.
You're asking to see medical information.
We are asking for a recommendation from a medical provider. We are not asking for medical information.
Are you medically qualified to adjudicate whether or not that's valid?
Under the American Disability Act, as the HR person, I do interactive interviews with all our employees, as we did early. And as moving forward with people in the community, we do have a document that's online that goes through all of our procedures. It's located on our COVID-19 webpage, to how visitors to our buildings can get accommodations.
But does the ADA allow you to ascertain whether or not that's valid?
It does.
Huh? I agree, they should get going.
We should take a real vote about it.
I mean, I came in and one of your staff members tonight was not wearing a mask in the hallway working. We did not have it on and it says that, doesn't say that, it says in the building. I mean, there's video footage of the superintendent of the school district in the building without a mask on. 100% agree.
They're doing something for the community, and look at what we must do out there. Thank you so much for all the effort you guys put on tonight.
You do have to regulate hypocrisy. You know, where there's masking, there's unmasking, you have to understand.
Did you hear it? I pointed.
So is there
I
a Zoom,
point.
a Zoom set up in another meeting where
I
we?
pointed. You can watch it on my live stream.
What did you point
I
out?
pointed out that when we came in, there was a staff member not wearing a mask. So. And six semper tyrannis.
So a little bit of what happened here tonight is kind of what my concern is. I attended the November 1st meeting and I did not have a mask on, and I wasn't the only one. And not at any time was that issue addressed by anybody were asked to leave the room. So that leads into my question, because there seems to me to be an obvious case of inconsistency of the policies being enforced. If there's masks are supposed to be here for safety, then apparently there was no safety concern at the last meeting. So my question to the board is this: why is there such a contrast between the policies between the October 4th and November 1st meeting? And further, after the meeting on November 1st, while I was in the hallway, I would like to know why a member of the administration decided to address me individually about the mask mandate. From what I have looked into and what I understand, it seems that board policies were probably violated, and I will be inquiring about that. I will formally send the board my questions along with my inquiry to the policy violation. You just stated that members of the board are not going to discuss policy with community members at the meeting. So I look forward to the responses to those questions.
So the form is filled up by the Chris Dibble, who's acting in for Dr. Conn. Okay? He's trespassed from school, all district employment property. It's in effect from this date for a year, unless you receive a letter from the district saying they removed it. Okay? So the main thing is just don't come on property for a year. Okay?
Alright, so if I were to come on property,
Then you could be criminally charged.
alright,
Yep.
and then they would call law. Alright, so just for the camera here real quick, what's your name and badge number?
Officer Adam Conn. All right,
And badge number?
315.
Thank